we have in the building today?
Hey y'all, I'm True Royal.
Okay, and spell your name for the fans, the people that don't know.
True, True.
Okay,
Please don't leave the E off of True. I hate
okay.
that. And Royal, Royal.
Oh, okay, and let the people know kind of like what why you're here today, what you do. I know you do music. You do a lot of things actually, but
Yeah.
let the people know a little bit about your music and what kind of influenced you to even start doing music.
Oh, that's a good question.
Hmm.
I have been interested in music or singing actually since I was 8.
Okay,
Since I first saw the Selena movie, I
okay,
was 8 years old when I first saw that, and so yeah, it just that little Selena girl. I thought that was me, and I was
right,
like, oh, that's me. I can do that, you
right,
know.
right,
So, I started singing and dancing at that time. More so dancing first. But yeah, that's what really got me. And I grew up on country music, so like
okay.
I love Shania Twain. She's my top artist. So
Okay, so you sound like you have an accent a little bit. Let's
yeah.
start there. Where are you from?
Okay, I'm from Georgia. I was trying to cut that off, but
Okay,
you called it. You
you
called
can like,
it.
damn, you can hear the accent in it for real though. She country. I mean, hey, it is what it is though. I get it. So, was it something about the Selena movie that kind of made you wanted? You said that made you kind of wanted to start singing.
Yeah, it was something about her, but it was
Okay.
just music. Period. That grabs me.
Hmm.
It was a vision that I had, and I knew I was meant to be in the entertainment industry. I knew I was meant to sing and dance and just make people happy through my art. So
Right. And so being a female music artist coming up in the industry, what value do you feel like you bring into the industry right now? What the industry is missing?
what they're missing me.
Okay.
Period. I mean, we all have a different kind of essence that we bring,
Right.
and I feel like I bring something,
Right.
with my own unique talent, unique essence, and the ability to heal people through what I do. So yeah,
Also, that's your purpose. Really, is to heal through music. That's
heal. Period. Not
hit.
even just through music. Just
Okay, just that's a good. That's a good purpose for sure.
yeah.
Can't knock that at all. And so, another thing is so, was like who's some of your influences growing up other than Selena in the music industry? Like just kind of like influence you.
Again, um, Shania Twain is my top.
Okay.
Um, like I said, I'm a country music fanatic, so I love George Strait. I grew up on him. I love Tim McGraw,
Okay.
Dana Carter. But then when we go over to the hip hop side or the R&B side of things, definitely Whitney Houston, Deborah
Okay.
Cox. Um, who else? Shantae Moore, um, Tony Braxton. Uh, it's a couple
Okay.
of them. So yeah,
That's
but
a
those
taste.
are my
Okay.
top. Yeah.
I mean, because nowadays, when men see certain women and see certain women that want to be an artist, they're automatically thinking it's like about twerking and just shaking. What I'm
Oh,
saying, just about that. Just about the not to say it's ratchetness, but they think
yeah.
these days a lot of women just want to, just do that. Just want to rap about this and just shake.
Yeah.
Be a little ratchet. But it's good that you got a different taste. And so
Yeah. I mean, I think that all women have a you know ratchet side, I guess, but
right,
that's not
right.
me. That's not my brand. Like, I don't even think I know how to twerk, so that's not what I do.
I know that's right. And I heard you just came back from Africa doing.
Yes.
And what was you? Could you explain like how was that journey? What was you doing out in Africa?
Oh, hold on.
Okay,
Wait a minute. Let me cut my live off. I want to cut that off.
it's all good. Take your time.
Yeah, so I was in Africa doing some work. Um,
Right.
I am what they would call a spiritualist, a spiritual healer.
Okay.
Um, and I went out to, get crowned. I'm one of the queens in my family, well, the top queen.
Okay.
And so it's a lot of things that, take place. But um, went back to where my bloodline is from. We're from Cote d'Ivoire, and then we're Ghanaian. So,
Oh, okay.
uh, yeah, it was quite an experience. And I came back better than ever.
So going out there, so how is the culture in music? Is the culture period out there? Is being out there different from America?
Oh man, yes. Yes.
Could you kind of explain those experiences? Like, you be like, oh yeah, this is definitely different. Even I mean, like
Um,
from food or whatever or what.
well, when I went out there, I was like 168 pounds. Now I'm 145. So if you want to lose some weight, go to Africa.
Damn.
'Cause
Okay.
it was hard for me and a lot of us. It was hard for us to eat
Right.
because we're so used to the American food. And so when I went out there, I was aggravated. I couldn't find ranch dressing. There was no macaroni and cheese,
Damn.
and everything out there is spicy. So I can't eat spicy foods. So I mean, I ended up finding a KFC, ordering from them, and even they were spicy. So
Damn.
everything is spicy. So it's very you have to ease your way into that. And so you can go days without really eating if you're like me. And so the food is different. Um, the water, oh my God, the water is different. Here, when you get out of
Oh,
the shower, you may have to go and run and get some lotion.
right.
In Africa, well, the part I was in Ghana, it's like they put shea butter in the water,
What?
and you don't like you. It's so silky smooth.
Come out. Come out the shower feeling like a baby.
Yes, yes. It feels so good. But things are we have it good here. Things are more convenient. We get what we want in America. Things are so convenient. There the hot water probably lasts about 4 minutes, so you better get in and get out.
Oh, okay. That
So
makes sense.
it's
Okay.
it's the little things that we take for granted here
Hmm.
that when you go out there, it's a whole new world, a way of living, and it's like okay, even with the food and Lord forgive me, but I was ready to come back to this poisonous food because I needed me some Firehouse sub because I
Was it
was
really like that? So it's like the food options is limited all week. All
well,
week.
they're not limited.
Okay.
It's just what we're used to,
That's what I was gonna say.
and
Okay. Yeah.
again, everything is spicy. So
Man.
you really have to like pick your poison.
Right. I see.
And I chose to come back to America to this poison.
Right. That
And
makes
then
sense.
too, like you really have to ease your way into even drinking the water. The water out there is so pure that I know when we went out, we were at African festivals and they had the bags of water. They wouldn't even give it to us because it would have messed up our stomachs because we wasn't ready for that type of water. It was just too pure.
What?
And it's hot.
I haven't even experienced nothing like that. Yet. I haven't. I mean, obviously, I haven't been out of the country yet, but I will be. But
Go. I definitely if you're melanated,
right.
go trace your bloodline, even if it starts from America, just trace it. Know who you are. Because once you learn who you are, know who you are, and learn everything you need to learn about you and your family and your bloodline, different things start to open up for you. Life is different. You don't
Right.
even live life the same.
That makes sense. That makes sense. And that's one thing I do want to track back, is, my roots and where I'm connected to and things like that. Because I'm sure we all got powerful ancestors and,
Yeah.
family. We don't even know who's emperors or kings from wherever
Right.
or whenever. So it's like we got to take on and, follow that legacy and keep that going. And so,
You have to because when I went, the king gave me something that a lot of people, well, some people in certain villages in Africa, they thought it was a myth,
hmm
and the king gave it to me, and so even some of the women that were there, they wanted it, and he said, "No, this is for True Royal," and it was for me and my bloodline. It had
what?
been waiting on me the whole time.
What?
So I thought that was pretty crazy, and I just kept asking, "Why does it want me?"
Right, right, right.
But it was meant for me. And there are certain places out there in Ghana. There's a place called Osu. It's kind of like here what we would call like a little strip mall or whatever.
Right.
Soon as you get out of the Uber, they know you. I had them coming up to me, shouting Ashanti, Ashanti woman, warrior. And I was like, how do they know I was Ashanti bloodline? Like, how do they know that? and they know you by your features. They can look in your face and tell you where you're from, where your family is from. And I already knew, but I thought that was crazy that they looked at me and knew
Crazy.
that. Yeah, and they were just they know Americans.
Right, right, right.
So
I'm sure they know that. Oh, yeah. No, you're an American. Right, you can
right,
tell me.
yeah, yeah. They followed us to the ATM and everything. We're like, we're trying to get out money, and they were just looking ready. So,
I mean, we kind of used to that in America too, but golly.
well, I mean, here at least when you're at the ATM, they stand,
A little
behind you.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, no,
right,
they
right.
were there. Like, sir, can I put my PIN number in? Can you back up? Can you back up, please? So it was kind of scary,
On your
but
back,
weird.
like, oh man.
Yes, yes. You kind of really have to be careful too, because the kids, ugh, they'll they come looking all innocent, and then next thing you know, your wallet's missing. So
You thought the Atlanta water boys is crazy. You ain't seen nothing yet.
yeah, that was an experience for me. One of my homegirls, she was like, "Hey, True, I'm gonna get in front of you. He's about to snatch your wallet." And so I looked at the little boy. I said, "Listen here, now I beat kids now." So,
The Georgia had to come up out you real quick. Like, hold up now. I'm from Georgia.
I get in the Uber.
Uh-huh.
He's knocking at the door, talking about Miss, food. I say, little boy, get away from me.
Right. Man,
I just saw you eating, gone.
Right. They trying to finesse any way they can.
Yes, they are
what I'm saying?
professional finessers, even as children, because their parents will sometimes send them out to do that.
And I feel like also they be taken advantage of. They know a lot of them. I mean, don't get it twisted. I do feel like it do be a lot of female children that's be on TV. It's true, but I feel like a lot of people don't take that as an advantage because we think that they're in a poor state or they're living poor, and they're probably really not living poor.
Africa
They're living
is,
great. We just Americans just thinking that because
Yes.
we're brainwashed, and they know that we're brainwashed. It's
Africa is rich,
right,
and it is beautiful.
right.
And when I went there, at first I was like a kid in the candy store.
Mm-hmm.
But at the particular time that we went, and I forget her name, but one of the queens had died. So they actually put us on lockdown. And so we had a curfew. We couldn't go out after 6 p.m. And I guess this particular queen, when she died, they were headhunting. So we had to stay in because they were going out looking for volunteers to chop their heads off. And I'm from Georgia. I want my head. So,
Straight up. Nah, I feel you. Like, well, hold up, chopping heads off. Man.
yeah, they said they usually have like those volunteers that will volunteer to die, to get their heads chopped off, because they believe that once the queen dies, then the servants will go over into the afterlife to serve her. So yeah, I don't want to be a slave over there either.
Right.
So
I feel you.
I don't want to do all that.
I
I'm not
feel you.
volunteering. I want my
Right.
neck. So
Man, that's crucial.
so yeah.
But but coming, a little bit back into your music. I could hear your taste of music of where like some dope music would come from. So what project or what are some things you're working on now, like in your music?
I am releasing my EP. It's called 313 Twin Flames. So ready to be done with that project so I can move on to something bigger. But that is what I am about to drop. So yeah, I just released a single off of that project called Technical Difficult. And then my next single I'm releasing is called Sex Magic. So,
Sex Magic.
yeah.
That just sound like a search engine optimization. Like he just typed it in Google, it just got 1 million views. It just sound like something like somebody just gonna search up Sex Magic. It's just in other words, that's a great marketing. Like I like that.
Yeah.
It's great marketing.
I think the music video is what's gonna really capture people.
Okay, right.
So yeah, I'm very ready to shoot that video. That's gonna be interesting.
So what kind of ideas do you have for the videos to give your fans and people kind of like what can they be looking forward to? I mean, they can only imagine just by the 2 words, but it's like
I'll give one idea is it's going to be, let me paint this picture. It's going to be like a Eyes Wide Shut type thing.
Oh, okay.
So in the mansion, people everywhere. naked
Right.
people over here.
Right.
So
Okay, so one of those. Okay, so people. Okay,
yes.
that video is definitely gonna be crazy. I
And,
can
and
see.
and it's going to it's definitely going to have a storyline. It's going to tell a story, because when people hear sex magic, they're only thinking of sex.
Right.
Um, but they don't know. A lot of people don't know the art of what sex magic really is,
Right.
and it is the art of using sex to manifest and pull things through the portals
Mm,
so that you can be blessed and not stressed.
mm.
Sex is a magical thing within itself. It's a very,
That
very
make,
spiritual thing,
that make
very powerful.
that makes sense. That
So,
makes that makes a lot of sense for sure. So those are 313 and Sex Magic is the name of your two. What's the
no,
first one?
313 Twin Flames is the name of the whole project.
The whole project.
So I just released Technical Difficult,
Okay, right.
and Sex Magic is going to be next. Yeah.
Right. It will be the next one. I got you. I got you. And so is there anything else that people could be like looking forward from you other than the music or anything else that people should look forward to just in general?
Um, I do a lot of things. So
Right, exactly. And what y'all do know, so that's what the people should know. The people that don't know you already, the people that have seen you around, like, I'm curious about what she does. I want to follow her. I want to,
okay.
So what should people look forward to other than your
Um.
music? Other than your spiritual healing. What else that you do? What else do people?
Okay. Well, I am a dancer.
Okay.
So I'll be doing some dance projects. The strike is officially over, so I'll be getting back into acting. Thank
Okay.
God. um, People want me to do stand up comedy. That's not my thing. I just like to
Right.
naturally make people laugh. I don't think I can see myself at the Laugh Factory. But
I, f- I feel like you could. You made me laugh already, so you probably could. I ain't gonna lie. So you probably could.
I said
Real.
maybe I'll do that later on in life. But I am a comedian. I love to make people laugh.
That's what's
And
up. That's a blessing.
I do also have my own talk show. Honestly, we have not had a show since COVID. That kind of messed up my whole production. So I'm getting back at it. And then I'm always on the red carpet doing, my own interviews. I'm the CEO of True Hollywood TV, so I'm doing that. A lot of people kind of know me for going viral a lot when it comes to the spiritual side,
Right.
because I'm a celebrity spiritualist, celebrity reader. Um, so I use my spiritual gifts to help other people. I have a lot of celebrity clients, so um, yeah, do a lot of that.
Man, you have a lot of celebrity clients, so that's what's up. And I know we want to keep those, names private, but like, what's the benefits of people that really don't even know what entails of spiritual healing? And could you kind of explain what exactly that is?
Spiritual healing. It's a lot of things that falls under the umbrella of healing.
Right.
What I do besides heal people is I teach them how to follow their path and how to heal themselves and their families.
Okay.
I have this thing called, people. A lot of people say they're the black sheep of their family.
Mm,
And so I have my followers, I call them the white goats, because you're no longer the black sheep. Okay. You're the
right.
person that God chose to lead your family. So
Right.
there's no more black sheeps anywhere. You're the goat. You're the white goat. Okay.
Right. Right.
You're the heaven that your family is looking for.
Right.
So I do a lot of spiritual readings where people come to me and they want to know their future. They want to know, listen, I'm in a bind, Nate,
Right.
of what I
Exactly.
need to do.
That's a fact.
And so,
I don't know which way to go.
right.
Right.
So
Right.
I
got
can
you.
usually look at them and tell them what's going to happen with them, just look
Right.
into their eyes and, do my thing with them or whatever. And there are other things that I do in that spectrum as well, but I don't want to scare anybody.
Right. I
But
feel you. I'm over here getting like, ooh. I'm messing
I know
around.
when you speak on
It's
like
all good.
spirituality, people get afraid because we were taught that what's naturally ours is demonic when it's definitely not. I've helped thousands of people, and they will tell you, no, no, we're living our best life. So
Right. Right.
so yes, like I said, it's a lot of things that fall under that umbrella, but my passion is just healing period. Just taking that person's frown to a smile. So many people are going through so many things. And so when you know what you have, when you know what God is giving you, then you take that and you use that for the world, to help everybody else, So, yeah.
And that's what it's supposed to be for real though. Just giving back to others. As you was
Yeah.
blessed, supposed to be blessing others.
Right.
And so what do you feel like the entertainment, other than you and specifically, what do you feel like it's missing? The entertainment industry right now, as far as like, because people always say from back in the days it was like this, and now it's like this. I wish it was like it was back in the day, especially as far as music on the business side and music just on the entertainment period. It's like us as consumers being entertained properly, I guess.
One thing I can say that we're missing, and we're not really missing it, we just need to get back to it, is a certain frequency in the music. There's a certain sound that has been taken away from us on purpose. So if we get back to that healing frequency and put that in the music, because, not singling, anybody else out, but as melanated people, as blueprints, we have the blueprint to frequencies.
Right.
And so back in the day, the music was on a certain frequency where it was about love.
Right.
That R&B music was about love. That R&B music was about baby making, families, keeping the black man in the household, things like that.
Right.
It was, we had those models, when we turned on the radio and we heard certain songs, it just made us feel good,
Right. I agree.
So as we fast forward, and no shade to her, now we have Sexy Red.
Right.
And again, no shade to her, but one day she will understand the low frequency that she is transmitting over to the world,
Right.
And it's not her fault, but at the same time, this is what we have moved to. We moved to, as you said earlier, twerking and
right.
Pow pow pow.
Right, exactly.
And
exactly.
a lot of things that transfer into the psyches and the minds of people and children. And so we moved away from that certain frequency, and now it's not about love anymore.
Right.
It's not about togetherness. It's not about unity. It's about division.
Right.
And, wilding out and having fun. And we had fun back then too, but there again, we're missing that. We're missing that sound, that frequency, that healing, that R&B, to where your children grew up in a household to where they saw their mom and their father kissing, and it wasn't ill. It was like, I wanna be like my mama and my daddy.
I want to have a woman. As a man, I want to have a woman. A wife, so I
Yes.
can have his mind. Like people don't. It's
Yes.
like you can't do that no more. Like, oh, you want to be in the house with your wife all day, it's no stuff
Right.
like that. And so it's like people kind
Yeah.
of shame those type of things now.
Exactly. People say they want it, but then when they see it, they shame it.
Exactly.
So now it's everything, fuck my baby daddy. And
Exactly.
it's like,
Exactly.
no.
Exactly.
No, that's not the way to go.
I understand we go through emotional things, we go through issues as individuals and through relationships, but when you take it and put it on a song for a chant, that's when it becomes a whole different level. And I wanted to say that was Sexy Red, and because Sexy Red is what she's doing now, but I can't say it wasn't like Lil Kim's and other people wasn't doing what she's doing back then.
Yeah.
So it was people, so I can't blame her in specific, because she's just trying to make a way, and maybe she wasn't really living the way she's really talking about. Maybe she got no choice but to talk about what she's living. So I can't judge anyone. I just wanted to make that plain. We just stating the facts.
I'm judging. I'm sorry, I judge. I'm judging.
Oh, my bad. Well, I'm sorry. Well,
not in a bad way, but more in a way to where we have to be real with ourselves, because there are categories.
Right.
And so people put you in categories. And so there's a category of music. She's not singing R&B or rapping R&B.
Well, she's not. Yeah, you're right.
She's,
Agreed.
there's a category that we all put her in. So when we want to say, my baby daddy, we gonna turn on her music, even if we ain't got a baby daddy. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. Yeah.
So those things pull us in a direction that, as a collective, we really don't need to be in, especially as Black people.
Right.
So But that's my girl though. I saw her at the BET Awards last year. Hey, Sexy Red.
Right. But you gotta call it like you gotta call a spade though, you know.
Right, yeah.
I'm sure she probably like, man, I don't get she probably like at the end of the day, like, you know, she know what time it is, but she making money. So
She
it's
making
like,
her money, girl.
you know,
Listen,
so
I ain't hating, but get your money, girl.
exactly. So I feel the same thing for brothers too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's doing the same thing. I can't just put women in the, you know, fire.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But so you know, I'm not gonna hold you up for long. We at that 25-minute mark. You know, about to hit the 30-minute mark. So you know, we kind of gonna wrap it up a little small bit. You know, is there anything else that you know that we didn't touch on that we should touch on? Just that we should touch on. That people should, you know, follow you see what they should be doing with you in the future. Where should they be finding you? They want to catch you like on a carpet, anything in the future. 2024 coming up in the future. Where can they find you? Where can they find you now?
Yeah, I'll be doing a lot of things in 2024. Going back to Africa,
Okay.
again. Actually, buying a house out there, building a house out there. So I'll be shooting some content out in Africa as well.
Okay.
And I'm getting back to just writing, producing, doing my music. Definitely on the red carpet. We'll get back to that as well. But you guys can follow me on Instagram at I Am True Official, which is EYEAMTRUE, and then the word official. I'm not spelling that.
Okay, right. I'm sure you're not. You're not a spell official.
So it's I Am True Official. I as an EYE, not the letter I. And then if you want more of the spiritual things of what I do, then just follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on Facebook at True Royal. That page is verified, so you'll know which account it is. And then I have a backup page, which is Mahogany Royal.
Mahogany Royal.
Yes.
Okay.
And on YouTube, if I'll be dropping another music video shortly. So if you go and follow, you can go and follow True Royal Vivo. That's my Vivo channel. So yeah.
True Royal Vivo. Okay, no problem. That's okay. We definitely would tune in, subscribe. Definitely take a look at the channel. And so, you said Sex Magic will be on there, and
Sex Magic is not out yet.
It's not out yet, but it will definitely be.
It'll be on. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm releasing Sex Magic. So the release date is that Friday before Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Because I really wanted to release that in the month of February.
Oh, is there a specific reason for February or?
Because it's love,
Oh, okay.
Valentine's,
Duh.
you know.
Of course. That,
But
that makes sense. Of
disclaimer, I'm not responsible for the babies y'all make now.
course. Right. It come knocking at your door like, like you done sold them. Yeah.
I am not responsible. I let
Right.
my aunt hear a snippet of Sex Magic.
And what she say? Is it like?
She said, "Oh
is
my
baby loving? Is
God.
baby making music type of deal? Or?
It is. It kind of." She was just like, "Are you serious?"
Like, you really gonna put this out? You really like yep, I'm finna do it.
Yeah. So
You gonna have some Sukiyana type stuff up on there.
I think it's very sensual.
Okay.
So I think
adults only.
it's definitely for adults only.
Okay, adults only. So y'all hear that? Adults only.
Do not let your children hear my music, guys. Okay, not especially Sex Magic.
See, that's another thing that need to be put out there also for like I don't really hear that no more. Like for adults only. Like this is for adults only. This music should be for adults only. That need to be a disclaimer within music. Like,
Yes.
whatever's being put out, this is for adults. I'm gonna do it. I'm an adult, so I can do what I want to do. But this need to be only for adults.
Yes.
This can stay out of the lane of the kids. It need to be
Yes.
a TV station. Everything that's being displayed for adults. I remember those times when Uncut used to come on like 3:00 in the morning. I know I know all the guys out there know the tip drill videos, all of that. You know them kids asleep. You know everybody. You know what I'm saying. But you know, Uncut.
Yes.
You know that's when. It's adult stuff, you know what I'm saying? But even though I was a kid, I was still watching it, but it's still the purpose of it.
Yeah, I have a lot of followers that I tell, you know, if I'm making a certain song, keep the kids away from this particular song.
Right.
They can listen to this song, but not this song. Or like if I'm going live or something, like I use profanity, but I do not curse at children in front of children or anything like that. I don't like that. I don't do it at home or anything. So I tell them, okay, I'm finna go in, put your kids to bed.
Right.
Okay, because I don't want to, But some parents don't care. They be like, "Oh, girl, I curse too," and
Right.
no, no,
Right.
no, no. I want them to be able to look up to the positive side of me, not hearing
Okay.
me on live chopping it up and going in all the time. So, I definitely always have disclaimers for children because I do not want to be responsible for sending them any type of trauma or anything like that.
Okay. Totally understand that. We're gonna have to. Well, that's actually very responsible of you to actually do that. A lot of people just don't care. They just put their music out any types of way and just let the people receive it how they want to, which is irresponsible. With a lot of things. And so before we leave, we're gonna ask for a shout out for Respect Music TV before you leave, and we're gonna just state all your ats and shout outs again before you leave,
Okay.
please, and you can wrap it up.
All right, you guys. I'm your girl, True Royal. You can find me on my platforms on Instagram at I Am True Official, Facebook at True Royal, and my backup page, which is Mahogany Royal. And you can find me on YouTube at True Royal Vivo. And right now, I want to give a big, big, big shout out to Respect Music TV. You guys are the best.
Thank you.